G'day folks, this afternoon I've just decided to drop my nets in this dam, my yabby nets, to try and catch some yabbies. But this is a bit of a recon, a bit of a reconnaissance type mission. I just want to know whether there's any yabbies living in this dam. You see, this is one of the dams I was catching a lot of really big yabbies in just before Christmas. It was a great dam, it was full of big yabbies, but then we had that flash flood in December. This particular dam flooded, they filled up with clear water, the water got really dark. I actually found yabbies walking up the table drains not far from here, so there was yabbies in the area. Whether they all flee to the dam or move from one dam to the other, I don't know. I'm hoping they're in here, so this is an experiment. I could catch heaps and I could catch none. What I will tell you is if I catch as many as one yabby in this dam today, I'll be very, very satisfied, because that'll tell me that it's probably going to repopulate pretty soon. Let's get the nets in and just see if we can at least catch one. All right, now I'll put the first net in here. Now this isn't going to be one of those videos where I check the nets every half hour or anything like that. I'm actually on my way elsewhere. I've got a few things to do. What I'm going to do is put them both in now. I might give them half an hour or so and then check them, but then I'm going to put them back in and leave them in, put them until probably after sunset tonight, so I'll get a good 3 or 4 hours. So I'll put them in now. I'll give them half an hour to an hour at the most, then I'll check them and then I'll go and do what I've got to do and come back after dark. Here's net number 2. I'll just quickly explain to you why I've decided to put these nets in and try this dam. To be honest, I'd pretty much written these dams off after the flood came through and the swamp filled up with water, which it still actually has a bit of water sitting in it. This dam is on the edge of a swamp. There's a big swamp over there that floods across into this. And after that flood and the clear water, I came out yabbing and done no good, and I'd almost written these dams off. But just in the last couple of weeks, this water's turned a real brown, dirty, sandy colour. Whether it's from birds walking around the water, yabbies under the water, the dam could be full of carp or turtles, I don't know, that could be stirring it up, or it could be yabbies. One thing I do know, there's no fresh animal footprints around. This paddock's been cropped, so there's no livestock in here to dirty the water up. So the water's changed colour and got quite dirty for whatever reason, I don't know. I'm hoping that might be a sign. But anyway, I'll give these nets an hour or so and I'll check them again, then I'll leave them in until tonight. Rightio folks, it's been about half an hour to 45 minutes. I'm not expecting too much, but we'll have a look. And not too much is exactly what I caught. Like absolutely nothing. Well, the next time that net gets checked, it will be under the torchlight. Okay, net number 2. What about you? Have you got a few? I'm guessing not. Oh yes, I have. You little beauty. You little ripper. Time to celebrate. I haven't just caught a yabby, I've caught a bloody freshwater lobster. Have a look at the size of it. That has made my day so well. Look. Not just any old yabby, but a very large yabby. You little ripper. There's still yabbies in the yabby dam here. Despite the floods and the black water, all is not lost. You little ripper. Now, I didn't bring my bucket with me because I knew if I did that I wouldn't catch anything. So it's Murphy's Law. So I'm going to put him back into the collapsible bait trap. Now, he may or may not get out. He shouldn't. Theoretically, he shouldn't be able to get out. But if they're clever, particularly the bigger ones, they can find that bit of a ring there and find their way out. So hopefully he doesn't, but he might. I am so happy. I couldn't be happier. Even if that's the only yabby that I catch tonight here in this dam, I will still be happy. There are still yabbies in this yabby dam, you little ripper. Oh, that's a nice spot. Rightio folks, I've arrived back at the dam. When I was last here it was about 5 o'clock, so it's been 4.5 hours. It's now 9:30. I've been down the river flicking lures trying to catch a Murray cod for the last few hours and have not had a touch. Didn't get a touch on surface lures or diving lures or spinnerbaits. Anyway, hopefully the yabbying is a bit more successful than the fishing has been. Let's see whether there's any yabbies in this dam. Have a look at that, the full moon coming up over that dam, over that water. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? It's about 16 or 17 degrees at the moment. There's a cool southerly breeze blowing. I'm standing here in a singlet in the dark. It is just absolutely beautiful. I can't describe how at peace I feel here right now. I could just sit here in a deck chair and just glare into open spaces. It is absolutely beautiful. Anyway, have I caught any yabbies? Remember earlier I said even if I catch just one, well then that'll be a successful mission, because that will tell me that there's still yabbies in this dam. And then I caught one in the first hour. Let's see how many I've got now, if there's any more. Alright. Oh, something in there. There's two in there. A big black one and a small sandy coloured one. I'll put a bit of water in the bucket. Here's a nice yabby. It's quite large. Definitely big enough for a feed. Not a monster. Not as big as the one that was in that other net earlier, but it's still not a bad yabby all the same. He can go in the bucket. Where'd the other one go? It's a bit smaller, I think. Here's a bit smaller, but I'll put him in the bucket for now and we'll do a stock take. So there's only one or two in the other net. I'll probably put them all back. Is that all? Yep, 2 yabbies and a little minnow in the first net. Oh well, I'm happy. I know that there's still yabbies in the yabby dam here. The flood that came through here back in December hasn't just wiped them all out. And it only takes 2 to tango. Surely where there's 2 there's got to be more though. That is a great sign. Look, little froggy. Hello froggy. I think that's a spotted marsh frog. See ya, buddy. How cool. Rightio folks, net number 2. This is the net that had the big black yabby in it earlier. In theory, it should still be there. Hopefully he's got a few friends with him. Oh yeah, there's a couple in there. There's 3 in there I think, but 2 of them are huge. Let's get out and have a look. You beauty, this is just fantastic. This is just making me so happy to know that these yabbies are still in here. What I would love most is to find one of these with eggs. But let's have a look. That's got no eggs. This big kahuna's got no eggs. Covered in mud. I reckon they must, maybe they're all buried down in the mud. He's obviously just come straight out of the mud. Look at that. Maybe he's already gone, they've gone under the mud as the water's starting to cool down, or who knows, but he's a nice big yabby. Rightio, now this is the big one that I caught earlier. I know that's the same one because his right claw is smaller than his left. Only just, but that's the same one because his right claw is smaller than the left. He is a really nice sized yabby. Not the biggest one I've caught by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still a very nice sized yabby. So I think I've got 5 in the bucket. I'll drain some of the water out and we'll have a look. You beauty. Righto, what have we got here? Yeah, look at that. 5 yabbies. 3 of which are very, very large. That one over there in the bottom right hand corner is the smallest. You can see him tucked away under there. 5 large yabbies. 3 really good big eaters. 1 nice size eater. And 1 medium size. I could probably cook him too, I reckon. If not, I can give him to my pet blue-tongued lizard, Satan. Note the mud and slime on them though. I reckon they have dug out of the mud just to come and get the bait out of my net. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed staring at the moon reflecting over the water like I am, because I'm just mesmerised by it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and I'll catch you in the next video.